We have arrived at the Occidental Puerto Nuevo, where we were welcomed with refreshing mojitos. They were delicious. You arrive into an open-air lobby with multiple seating options and a lovely fountain where the sound of falling water lets you know your vacation has begun. On the back side of the lobby, there is a bar sitting area that overlooks a lovely garden with tropical plants. You can enter the grounds through a palapa-style covered walkway that takes you past some sculptures and more tropical plants. We arrived at lunchtime, so we headed to the El Mariachi buffet. Look at the sandwiches, desserts, and cookies, and chocolate waffle cones for your ice cream out of the soft serve machine. Of course, I opted for the salad bar to get a healthy start to our relaxing weekend. There's charcuterie meats and cheeses, as well as prepared salads, more vegetables from the salad bar, and an array of hot meal options. There's a lot for you to choose from. Look, they even have some seafood options. And of course, French fries. Salad, sausage, and charcuterie meats. I don't know. At the pool deck, there's a schedule of organized events. There's also a kiddie pool with multiple slides, as well as a palm tree fountain that the kids can run under. They'll love it. If you pay for the Royal package, this is the pool you will get to use. As you can see, it's not very crowded and there's plenty of lounge chairs available. Now, let's head to the beach. The beach is located behind the pool area. If you decide you wanted to join in on one of the scheduled volleyball games, this is where you would come. Or you can just relax on the sand and get your golden tan. If you paid for the Royal Club level, you are able to use these cabanas and have some shade and some comfortable lounging. Look at this, you can get a beachfront massage. And finally, here comes the room tour. Well, hello. Come on in and see our room. We have the double ocean view with a balcony. We're gonna start with the good stuff. Follow me. We have 2 beds. I believe they are queens. They might be doubles. I'm not sure. But enough for 4 people to sleep. We have a little desk with a coffee station. This will be good for me. David doesn't like to drink coffee, so all for me. And then there is also a mini bar that gets stocked once per day. And this is all included. So that's a really nice bonus if you want a little snack. There's supposed to be snacks. Those might be over here. Nope, just some extra glasses. And then, now we'll head to the bonus. Ta-da! So, we're only here for one night, but we wanted to make it nice. So we got an ocean view with a balcony so we could sit out here and enjoy. I think it's a pretty nice view, so yay for that. All right, come back in, we'll show you the rest. So we have some drawers and a low dresser to hold your bag. So as you can see, that's where we piled our stuff. We have a full-length mirror. We also have a safe and a closet. So I can store my beds there so it looks a little nicer. I'll probably do that. There's also a steamer. So if you're coming for an event like we are, we can use that to get the wrinkles out of our clothes, and that's a really nice, hefty looking one. And then we have a frosted window, which goes into the shower. So I'm not sure if it gives enough privacy if you don't want people to see you. But here's the bathroom. And then it's a walk-in shower, which is really nice. And my thought is, I don't see anything that would be less frosted. So if you have friends traveling with you, I don't know, maybe they have to leave the room when you shower. We'll see. Overall, I really do like the room. I think it's a really nice place. I'm glad to be here for one day for my friend's wedding, yay, or renewal of vows. And I'm really glad we got a nice view, because I think at the end of the night when we come back to relax, sit out there and just have a nice nightcap before we go to sleep. All right, well, thank you for watching. If you are interested in a place to stay, you may come on down. If you're like us and water pressure is important to you, we wanted to provide you a sample so you know what kind of water pressure to expect. Make sure you stay hydrated in this warm sun. Also, make sure to bring your own water boy like I did. And the reason we came, some of our really good friends were renewing their vows after 30 years. If you would like to host a special event, you should contact them. They really had a beautiful venue. Look at all these options at the breakfast buffet. Enjoying our walk on the beach after our breakfast. Right across from the resort, there's a small shopping mall, and it even has a salon if you need to get your hair done.
What's something people don't know about saving time and money on flights? The answer may surprise you. CBX Cross Border Express connects San Diego directly to Tijuana International Airport. Imagine skipping the traffic and long lines of Southern California airports. With CBX, you park, cross the border in minutes, and catch a cheaper flight from Tijuana. It's fast, convenient, and wallet-friendly. No more stress, just smooth sailing, so why pay more and deal with the hassle? Let us show you how, step by step, so you can get to having drinks by the pool faster. First step, you're going to go to the CBX Cross Border Express website. Choose if you're going to do a round trip or a one-way. We're going to do round trip. Pick if you're going to have a single ticket or the discounted family and group tickets. We got 4 people going with this, so we're going for the discount. First, we're going to choose our departure date. And then we're going to find our return date. Pick your travel motive. We're going other. And add that to the cart. Continue with your purchase. Here you can register so you can check out faster next time. Today we're just going to check out as a guest. Next you're going to choose parking. We're going to be parking for 2 days. So we're going to choose our entry date. And then our exit date. Our estimated time of arrival. And estimated time of exit. Next we're going to scroll down and we're going to decide what parking lot we want. You can see the map to the left with the CBX terminal in the top right corner. We're going to go lot D since it's covered at $30 a day, so 2 days will be $60. We're going to add that to our cart, go to our shopping cart, and click continue with purchase. Next, we're going to fill in our contact information. And then what kind of car we're driving. You can buy your multiple migratory form here online. We were told it's easier to do it in person, so we're going to skip this step and we'll show you later in the video how to do it in person. Now confirm that the items in your cart are correct. And then we're going to confirm that we understand all the mumble jumble. So we're going to hit continue. Next, we're going to confirm that we are not going to buy travel medical protection because we live on the danger side. And then we're going to fill in all of our payment information for our eyes only. We're going to click buy, wait for processing to finish. And very important that you download your parking ticket and your CBX bridge ticket. We're doing this on an iPad, so this is how we did it. Now let's see the check-in process. 3 o'clock in the morning. We're off to the Tijuana airport.
What?
As you walk in, you're going to see the CBX bridge. And in front of you, immigration forms. This is what we were talking about earlier. We're U.S. citizens, so we're picking the multiple option. Fill in this basic information. And next you're going to scan everybody's passports. They're going to ask you if you have another passport to scan. If you have multiple people, you'll scan multiple passports. Next, we're going to get in line. You're going to first scan your bridge pass. And then individually, everyone's going to scan their own boarding pass one by one. And here we go. Now we're going to cross over to the Mexican side. At the half point of this bridge is going to be the Mexican border, so make sure you have your cameras ready. Here we go. First time to Mexico.
I thought you were taking a picture. All right, so the hat's a little crooked. That's fine. I'll fix it later. We just got back from our Puerto Vallarta trip a week ago, and I wanted to kind of give you a summary of our experience of crossing over the border through San Diego to through the CBX to go to Tijuana and fly out of Tijuana to Puerto Vallarta. Now, it is now March, and so we booked our flights in January, and we paid $185 per person. That includes all the fees, and it gave us one personal item. Now, because at that time I didn't write down the cost of the San Diego flight, we wanted to kind of give you a comparison. So we looked at if we were to leave tomorrow, which is a Friday, to go from Tijuana to Puerto Vallarta or San Diego to Puerto Vallarta, I wanted to give you a price comparison of the differences for that. So if you were to take a flight tomorrow from Tijuana, to Puerto Vallarta, you would pay $254, and that would be a nonstop flight of 2 hours and 40 minutes at a cost, did I say this already? $254. Now, if you fly out of San Diego, the cheapest flight is with United, and it costs $440, and that's for a 14.5-hour flight. There's also another flight through Delta for $572, and that is a 10-hour flight. Now, the shortest flight we could find out of San Diego was a 7-hour and 40-minute flight, but it has a layover, and so it's United and Alaska, and that was for $1,291, so about $1,300. So obviously, if you fly out of Tijuana, you can save a lot of money. Now, there are some fees associated with crossing over through the CBX. I did find that it was an easy process. It was a little bit unfamiliar to us because you do have to do multiple steps, but they're very quick, or at least it was quick when we went, and it was because it was really early in the morning, so I'm not sure what it would be like flying later in the day. But I will say overall the process was easy and convenient. Going over CBX, we did have to pay some fees. So to cross, if you are just one individual person, the cost for you would be $48 to go over and to come back. Now, we did a group because there was 4 of us, and we paid $174. And then we also chose to park there, which was $30 a day. Now, if you Ubered or if you had somebody drop you off there, then that would also be something that you don't have to pay for. So you could save some money that way as well. Went to breakfast at the Tijuana airport, and there was 6 of us, and it was average, like even with coffee and orange juice, it only cost us $14. I think only one of us got water. So maybe we didn't pay for that. That was free, but $14 for each person, that's a pretty good savings over if you were to probably go and eat breakfast in the San Diego airport. So that's kind of a cost breakdown. Now, I would say I recommend traveling through the CBX because it can save you a lot of money. We flew through Volaris, so something to know about Volaris. I felt like overall it was a really nice flight and nice airplane, but there were no TV or online internet options. So you would want to download some movies or find some type of entertainment for that flight that you're taking there and back. When we came back after midnight, so it was really, really late, and it was kind of nice that there was a Wetzel's Pretzels, so we were hungry, and so we took advantage of that as well. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And if you like this video and you found it informative, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Chocolate y pasión, bailamos cumbia y salsa al ritmo de nuestro corazón, con mariachis y tequila, celebramos día tras día, es nuestra